On September 12th, Mona Kimura's undefeated hype train might finally come to a crashing halt, because the woman standing across the ring from her is more lethal than her last 4 opponents combined. Enter Marina Nicol, the Savate World Champion from Switzerland. Why are hardcore fight fans sweating for Kimura? The answer lies in Marina's bizarre fight record. 31 pro fights, 25 wins, but get this, only 1 career knockout. Winning the vast majority of 30-plus fights without putting people to sleep tells you one thing. She doesn't gamble on landing that one lucky haymaker. She relies on god-tier footwork and distance management to literally drown her opponents and drain their will to fight over 3 rounds. Abstract numbers don't do it justice. Let's roll the tape. Take her fight against Eggers. Eggers tried to use her size to just bull rush and turn it into a sloppy brawl. The result? As soon as the bell rang, Marina's legs fired like a machine gun, using lightning-fast side kicks to keep her pinned on the outside. By the time Eggers finally adjusted to defend the low kicks, she ate a perfectly timed counterpunch right down the pipe. That fight was a masterclass in one rule. If you try to blindly rush Marina, you're going to have a bad time. But if you think she's just a point fighter who folds under pressure, you are dead wrong. Look at her 2022 fight against her teammate Amori. Her opponent knew all her tricks, so they threw distance management out the window and got into an absolute dogfight right in the center of the ring. Despite eating a ton of heavy damage to her thighs, Marina didn't take a single step back. She bit down on her mouthpiece and won a brutal war of attrition purely on heart. That fight proved she's not just elusive, she is tough as nails. However, what really set off alarm bells for Kimura's camp is Marina's recent January fight against the heavy-hitting Melgar. Facing a knockout artist who could end it in one shot, Marina brought out her entire arsenal. She relentlessly chopped down Melgar's base with low kicks, and even threw intercepting side kicks that looked exactly like Kimura's signature moves. She completely neutralized the heavy hitter with flawless distance control. It was suffocating to watch. Why does she fight in this agonizingly frustrating style? It all comes down to her martial arts roots. Savate was born in the 19th century as a self-defense system for French sailors and street brawlers. From day one, it wasn't designed to win gold medals in a padded ring. It was built for street survival, kicking the attacker's legs out from a safe distance and escaping without a scratch. That perfectly explains her 1 KO record. She has zero interest in trading punches in the pocket. Her ultimate goal is to make sure you never even touch her. On the flip side, Mona Kimura's Kyokushin karate and boxing background is a traditional battle-tested system forged in dojos and standard rings. So, this isn't just a grudge match. This is a century-old stylistic clash. French street survival philosophy versus the Japanese dojo doctrine of 1 strike, 1 kill. So how big of a threat is she to Kimura? Massive. Marina excels at destroying her opponent's lower half. Fans often ask, when Kimura kicks, why doesn't anyone chop her planted leg? Simple. Other fighters don't have the timing for it, but Marina absolutely does. Unlike the Thai roundhouse kick, which relies on hip rotation generating massive power, but with a longer windup, Marina's kicking style is like Western fencing. She chambers her knee and snaps her lower leg out in a flash. She sacrifices concussive, bone-breaking power for blinding 0.1 second speed. Opponents can't even find the window to close the distance. They just get picked apart all night. Beyond the stylistic nightmare, there's some serious bad blood here. Years ago, they sparred behind closed doors. Afterward, an arrogant Kimura publicly mocked Marina in an interview, calling her a cheap copycat. Faced with that public disrespect, Marina didn't say a word. She just locked herself in the gym and went to work. A fighter who swallows that disrespect and channels it into silent, focused preparation is the scariest kind of opponent. Of course, Kimura talks big, because she has the skills to back it up. A lifelong martial artist with a national boxing championship pedigree, her distance management and counter-striking accuracy are absolutely elite. And Kimura does hold one ultimate trump card. Marina has a glaring defensive habit. When under fire, her head stays completely static on the center line. Kimura's razor-sharp boxing, specifically that straight right hand, is the exact weapon needed to pierce that defense. But here is the brilliant, ruthless trap Marina has set. It creates a completely lopsided margin of error. Looking at Kimura's winning streak, her opponents always got impatient, rushed in, and fell right into her counter-striking rhythm. But Marina won't do that. She will not step into the fire. She can stay on the outside, miss 10 kicks, and be perfectly fine. But for Kimura to land that straight right hand on Marina's chin, she has to step out of her safety zone and walk straight into Marina's low kick minefield. In other words, for every step Kimura takes forward, she risks getting her legs chopped to pieces. She is literally gambling the health of her legs for a chance to land a punch. If Kimura can bite down on her mouthpiece, endure the agonizing punishment to her lower body, and perfectly time that straight right, exactly when Marina's head is static, she absolutely has a chance to pull off a dramatic comeback. But against an elite tactician with Marina's experience, finding that lucky shot is going to be incredibly difficult. Kimura is walking into a brutal, grueling war of attrition. On September 12th, the bell will ring. Don't expect a quick, clean highlight reel KO here. Let me know in the comments. Will Marina use her suffocating distance management to drown the Japanese prodigy? Or will Kimura endure the torture and pull off the incredible upset? Drop your thoughts down below.